here's 5 must-have filmmaking accessories. This is a list of camera gear I've bought this year to up my game in both my filmmaking career and my content creation journey, and I'm sure they can do for you too. First up is my sack. This is a lightweight camera saddle which can hold the camera for you. As simple as it sounds, this is an absolute game changer, and that's the reason why I've put it first on this list. Not only does it spread the weight of your camera rig, allowing you to hold it for a longer period of time, but it stabilises your footage, allowing you to get some great handheld looks without the micro jitters that you sometimes get. You can also get really low angles with it if you chuck it on the floor and put your camera on top. This has been great for me when my tripod can't get that low. A bonus feature are these pouches it has, which are great for storing small camera accessories like filters. I honestly can't tell you how much I've used and abused my sack. It's honestly hard to describe its practicality without you using it for yourself. Next is this clever little thing. This will add autofocus to any lens. Crazy, right? You attach it to your camera, preferably using a rod, and then calibrate it. You will need to calibrate it for each of your lenses, but you'll only have to do this once. It uses LiDAR technology to measure the distance from the object in front of the sensor. Then it pulls focus for you. I've used this with my cinema lenses a lot this year, and I'd say it works 80% of the time. There are a few times where it will focus on the wrong thing, but you'll learn its quirks fairly quickly. It comes in a kit with a mini focus dial. All you have to do is screw this into a 1/4 inch thread, and you'll be able to wirelessly pull focus by rotating the dial. I love how small it is. Now, this piece of kit is much more expensive than the other items on this list, but for what it does, it's actually very reasonable compared to other LiDAR focus systems. Now, here's 2 honourable mentions. This camera umbrella, which I bought as a joke, actually works. I just can't bring myself to turn up on a professional shoot with an umbrella on my camera. Secondly, a wireless transmission system. It transmits a live image from your camera to your monitor. It's great for filming yourself or to hand to a client so they aren't breathing down your neck on a video production. If you want to give your videos or photos that cinematic dreamy look, then this filter is a must-have. It softens highlights and gives your image a more organic filmic quality. Perfect for portrait shoots or when you want to add a touch of mood to your shots. To be honest, I'm one of those content creators that exclusively films with a Promist filter attached. I've got one on right now, because when I take it off my lens, I feel like my videos look too contrasty and digital. A Promist filter can come in different strengths. Now, I went for the 1/4 strength, but most people go for the 1/8 strength. I just found that a bit too subtle for me. You can also add this when editing instead to test it out before you buy the filter. There are many ways to do this, but I'd like to use the plugin for Premiere Pro called Dehancer. You can turn on a setting called Bloom. It softens your highlights and adds a slight glow to the image. Boring but essential. It helps you bounce light exactly where you need it, and each side has its own purpose. The white side is used for bouncing soft light onto a subject, great for filling in shadows. The gold side warms up your subjects with a golden glow. These are usually good for an outdoor summer vibe. The black side is negative fill, which sucks out the light from your subject, giving it a shadow side and more contrast. This is probably the side I use the most, as it makes the image look less flat and more three-dimensional. Lastly is the silver side, which is similar to the white side but less soft. It bounces a harder light back to your subject. A 5-in-1 reflector comes in various sizes. I went for a humongous one and a portable sized one. It's lightweight, portable and cheap. There is no reason not to get a reflector. Again, a little boring, but we all know how quickly our cameras can get dirty, especially out on a shoot. A blower is great for clearing specks and dust from our lenses and sensors. To accommodate the blower is lens spray. This is great for cleaning your lens of any dirt. And finally, a microfiber cloth to wipe up the lens of any excess. Make sure there aren't any elements on the lens before wiping, as you could end up scratching the glass. So that's a list of camera gear that I've enjoyed using over the past year. I would love to know what you thought of this list, and if you have any recommendations that I can add because you can never have too much camera gear. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one.